I'm Mandy.
Hi, I'm Jamie.
Nice to meet you. Thanks for
too.
coming out today.
Thank you.
So tell me a little bit about your golf game.
I'm a 17 handicap. I try to play in nice weather a couple times a week. Try to practice maybe once a week.
Okay.
That's about it. Try to play Ladies' Day, that type thing.
Yeah? How long have you been playing?
Probably about 10 or 15 years.
Okay.
So,
Awesome.
Yeah.
So what brings you here today? What would you like to work on?
I'd like to work on the consistency of my chipping game, what clubs to use when. I have a bad habit of I might hit one on, but then I might scull one. I scull a lot of my chips, so therefore I tend to putt rather than chipping. So I just need to get more consistent and know what clubs to use.
Okay. What's kind of your go-to club normally?
I really like my 60-degree wedge, but sometimes if I feel like it's more of a putting stroke, I'll use my 7.
Okay. So just so we're on the same page, we're talking like just right around the green type shots, like kind of where we are now?
Well, usually I would putt.
Okay.
But
fine.
I want to learn to chip, so
Okay.
I feel more comfortable with that.
Awesome. So you mainly sand wedge 7-iron?
Yes.
So you want to try to expand your
Yes.
club selection?
Exactly.
All right. So
And control it more, so I know where it's going to land on the green rather than going across the green.
right. So on a typical day, would you say out of 10 chips, how many would you say are good?
2.
2 out of 10?
Yeah.
All right. So what's a good chip in your eyes?
Anything that stays on the green.
All right. That's fine. No big deal. Yeah. So today we'll work a little bit on chipping and we'll see if we can't get you a little bit more comfortable with some different clubs.
Okay.
So if we were, we work on it a little bit, and then by the end of the lesson, what if we said if we took those 10 balls, and how many would get on the green would be a success in your eyes?
7.
7 out of 10?
Yeah.
All right.
That would be good for me.
Awesome.
Okay.
So are there any kind of physical limitations or anything that bothers you that I should know about?
I do have some lower back pain, intermittent, though. A lot of it's just from playing too much golf. So I think it's just, but nothing I don't think we need to worry about too much.
Does it hurt at all when you swing, or just kind of afterwards?
Usually only afterwards. Only like after I've hit too many strokes.
Yeah.
The next day.
Yeah. All right. So did you come straight from work?
I did.
You feel loose?
Yeah.
A little bit?
Oh,
Yeah. Well, we'll start with some shorter ones, so you should be able to get warmed up.
Okay.
All right.
Thanks.
So what club do you have now?
I have my pitching wedge right now.
Okay.
Should I grab a different one?
Let's start with your sandwich that you said
Okay.
that you're more comfortable with, and then we'll work our way into some extra ones.
Okay.
All right, so let's pick us a target. What would you say, or pick one out here that you would normally use your sandwich for?
Maybe the second one there?
Okay, in the middle?
Yeah.
Okay. Take a couple practice swings maybe to get
I'm
warmed up.
bad about practice
Are
swings.
you?
Yes.
Like going home. Not bad for a first shot.
I hit the ground first, though. Did you
That's
see that?
okay.
That was lucky. That was rather lucky than good.
You just need a little pressure.
Well, I also think I don't know whether to try to get it up higher, rather to keep it lower on the ground. That's probably something I need to
Okay.
understand a little bit better, too. I usually don't do it this good.
Hey, you're performing well. I'll say that.
That happens a lot.
That's
the miss that I do.
Okay. So just a general rule of thumb, basically, when we're right around the green, if you don't have something to go over necessarily, so right here, first choice would be to putt it. Okay. So like you said, you would probably putt from here.
probably would.
I think that's a good choice because you know the closer we can keep it to the ground, generally the better off we are because it's easier to control, and you know it's less room for error.
Okay.
So if we can't putt, then the next option would be to
Chip.
right, which is what we're going to work on. And then if you can't chip, when you're in a situation maybe you know we're back over here behind this bunker, where you have to get it up in the air, then we're going to move into more of a pitch shot.
Okay.
But that would be for another day.
And
right?
yeah, and that's probably where I get confused, chipping versus pitching.
Right.
Yeah.
So what I like to teach people with chipping is, you know, we come up with one swing that we can use for different clubs. So then you're not worried so much about, you know, am I going to hit it far? Am I going to hit it short and high or low? You can have the same motion for each one. So if I had a sand wedge for this shot, I would probably pick one of these closer ones because it's going to have a little bit more air. And it's going to run less, right? I understand that.
Yes.
Of the law. All right. So go ahead and set up to one.
Okay.
All right. So what we want to make sure we do on these little chips, because it's a short swing, a short motion, we don't want to shift a whole lot of weight.
Okay.
In order to keep from doing that, I like to have a nice narrow stance.
Closer feet.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. And we're going to put the ball just inside of your back foot, your right foot, and that is to make sure that it comes out a little bit lower.
Okay.
All right. So go ahead and try one, just that new stance. Okay. It's all right.
That's typical.
That's the one. Yeah.
Yes, that's the one.
All right. Better. Good. All right, so go ahead and get set up to one and hold up for me. All right. I really do like the way you set up with your hands forward. That's really good because that's the angle that we want to keep as you hit the ball. Right? So see how we've got a lowercase y made with your arms? So when I set up just like that with my lowercase y, when I come through the ball, I want to make sure that I keep that lowercase y, and that ensures me that my hands stay ahead of the club face.
Okay.
Because as soon as your club face gets ahead of your hands, that's when you're going to kind of scoop it, and then come out.
Okay.
Better.
Okay. I don't think I was aware of that.
There
I
you go.
definitely wasn't.
Choke down on it a little bit. Yep. Better.
Yep. Definitely wasn't aware that my hand should stay in front.
Careful not to get that stance too wide.
Okay.
There you go. Better.
It adds a little backspin to it.
Yeah, you should. You want to hit the ball first rather than the grass. When you hit behind it and hit that grass first, that club bounces up and there you go.
Okay.
Then you get that skull shot that we don't want, right?
Definitely.
Perfect. That's a good one there.
Yeah, that felt good.
About 3 feet.
Yeah, I don't think I had any idea that my hands were supposed to stay in front.
Yeah.
If that was happening, I wasn't aware of it.
Right. So, you know, basically what we want when we chip, we don't hinge the club back, you know, like you do for more of a pitch shot or as you get into your full swing. So you're doing a really good job of just taking it back just straight to here and coming through. That's all you want is just that little back and through shoulder motion. And really all we're moving is our shoulders. Our weight staying there on the inside of your left foot. And you got the ball off the back, and we're just keeping our lower body pretty still and just moving our shoulders back and through. Good.
Okay.
How does that feel?
Much better.
Yeah.
And just like I know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Rather than experimenting.
Mm-hmm. one more thought on the actual motion.
Okay.
Don't feel like you necessarily have to have this big follow through.
Okay.
You really just kind of want to keep it nice and low to the ground.
Okay.
Just nice little short motion. Alright.
Will the follow through what? Give it more air? What does that do?
Well, I don't want you to come too far up because then you start to try to scoop it almost.
Okay. All right.
So if we keep it nice and short and down here, that way we know we can keep that
Okay.
angle on the wrist. Go ahead and set it to it. You should make sure that it's a little bit further back. There you go, right there. Nice. Good. Do you feel how that contact's different?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Better.
So tell me, what is it that you're thinking about that's enabling you to keep that Y as you come through?
I'm actually just, frankly, just trying to keep my shoulders, just only using my shoulders, and then also trying to keep that swing from going up as much, just kind of abbreviating the swing a little.
Right, right.
Oops, except for first.
Would you say you're a pretty good putter?
Yeah.
Yeah? You know how on putting, how we just make the motion with our
Motion with
shoulders?
shoulders.
It's a very similar
Okay.
motion.
Okay.
So don't feel like you got to really do anything else to help it. You're just going to let the club do the work. Okay, that one came out a little thin,
It
right?
did.
So what felt different about that one? Anything?
No, I don't know. Sorry.
That's okay. It looked a little bit quick in the transition.
Okay.
So you
All
kind
right.
of got it back here and sort of
Jerked
jumped
it.
at it.
Okay.
So make sure that motion's nice and smooth.
Okay. Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah,
Good.
that was much more smooth.
Yeah,
Definitely.
good. Watch your ball position. A little bit more. Yeah, there you go.
That was quick.
That was
for sure.
the thin one, yeah?
Yeah.
That, you
And
felt
that
it
was
quick.
quick.
Yeah, good, good. That's it.
Yeah.
Look, watch this one. Very nice.
I'll take that.
I think you can make that putt for
Yeah.
sure. Good.
Yeah, that feels really good.
Okay, so let's say we had a shift to that middle flag, the one that you were originally going to.
Okay.
What do you think we would do to adjust there?
Probably just a little bit bigger backswing.
Okay.
A little bit longer.
You could do that.
Okay.
What else could we do?
Change my club
Good. Because why?
just to get more, not as much loft.
Right, yeah. So then we don't have to take as big of a swing.
Okay.
We don't have that large margin for error, and we can use that same motion that we just used there with, say, a pitching wedge, gap
Okay.
wedge or pitching wedge.
Okay.
So grab either one of those,
All right.
and we'll try.
I'll do my gap.
Okay. My shadow on there, maybe.
So same position, everything.
Same everything.
And you know what? I think I realize my foot is much further back here. and
Yeah,
needs
your
to be
stance
much.
your stance was a little wide to
Yeah.
start, and you know what that will try to do with your stance that wide is start to shift
Okay.
or sway.
All right.
You know, if we have it nice and narrow, it's really easy to kind of set it
Set
there
it.
on your forward foot,
Okay.
and then keep it there.
Okay.
There you go. Close. Just a little bit thin, but not bad. There it is. See how that flew a little bit further,
Yeah.
and it released a little bit,
Yep.
but you didn't take a bigger swing,
No.
right?
No. Not at all.
Nice narrow stance. There you go. Perfect. Good.
First.
So did you on that one? What did you feel?
I felt a little quick there.
Yeah, and to me it looked like when you came through, you sort of tried